Hello. Oh no, I forgot to plug in my VR headset. Wait, it's still on. How is it still going? I must have gone to sleep. We will plug it in anyway while we do some things. Or maybe it was just charging, kinda. Maybe it's charging but not enough, like my laptop always does. Yeah, so we got to switch to freedom units. I think we're in meters. I want to confirm that we're in meters, first of all. And then, like, I'm not sure that... I'm not sure that we're in meters. I'm not sure that appropriate work has been done yet to, like, calibrate the actual size of the thing. So we're going to figure that out. Oh. The fuck? I think I checked in something that I didn't test. Oops. Oh, it's... This is supposed to be no serialize. And I added it at the last minute. Okay. We've turned off the Choco Taco song for now, just so I don't go insane. Okay. So, we have some kind of units going on. And, oh my god. More than one settings. All right, well. Oh, because I didn't save. That's the settings. That's a HUD. Where's the other settings? We're spamming. Why can't I click on these? This is so broken right now. All right. Settings. Select all. Lister. 1062. That's that one. 64. Oh, they're on top of each other. Sneaky. All right. Let's run that again. Okay. So, yeah, I want to... So, here we have... We have here this thing, which I think is supposed to represent the play area. It is at 0.3 comma... So first of all, okay, let's start simple. Let's figure out where the fuck the origin is, and if it is in fact in the middle of the play space, because I don't really know how any of this is working. So let's put this... I mean, I kind of feel like the origin isn't somewhere that we know. Because right away, like this thing is at 0, 0, 0. It's going to, like... That is at the origin for some reason. So what... What? Okay, we got to fix that before we even do America units. Because we need to be able to consistently place things. So let's just see if that makes sense. Maybe that's going to be in the middle. And then everything's fine. Or maybe it's going to be somewhere that we really don't like, and then we're going to have to figure it out. So let's get you guys in on the action. The Action Jackson. All right, so we got this. We're going to go to Device Manager. We're going to go to Cast. We're going to go here. We're going to go here. All you need is 9 millimeters. Maybe you need 10 millimeters, though. I should get a 10 mil. Just to have one. I mean, okay, so I don't see that mesh at all. Okay, but also, oh, you know what? Okay, you can't see that I don't see the mesh. Let me look around. So, see how that text is still up there on the wall? That shouldn't be there. And the reason is because right now I have to manually sync the data like an idiot because this development environment is terrible. And like we can't even copy files consistently. So like, hey, I edited the level. Oh, yeah, I need to... I have to go to data. It fucking closes this folder all the time. See all this shit I have to go through? And then I select to it. And I go to files. And then it'll close this sometime later. Like why does it close it sometime later? I don't know. It just does. It doesn't care about me. Like, this is the crazy thing about Android Studio is like, it's got so much UI, and the UI is pretty polished in a certain dimension. Like, it's got thousands of man years of effort have gone into this, right? But like, basic shit is completely broken. And that's how you know we just don't have this under control. Thousands of beta man hours. Something like that. Okay, so the text on the wall is gone. That's good. I still don't see the mesh, but that might be because I haven't manually synced the meshes. And like the log down here is so spammy. Like, God only knows how I'm going to find it. Couldn't find the mesh we were looking for, error in the log. Right? Let's just hope it's in... Let's copy the art folder, I guess. Maybe that's where it is. Like, I don't even know. I'm reduced to doing this shit right now. It's completely absurd. I think I saw the word boulder go by. Like, how can this be this bad? But this is just what you have to do until you build your own whole system to do things. Like, how many people develop for Android? Okay, that question mark there is the rock that's supposed to be in the middle, I think. The mesh is not found for some reason. fucking... Like, I have to have this goddamn cable plugged in all the time. We'll see if we can get rid of that, but things already don't work. So, like, going to Wi-Fi and having more things not work is, like, the last thing that I want here. Okay. So the mesh is not appearing. Neither is the mesh for the big gray floor, which is weird. So maybe our copy just failed. Okay, this is a thing. Like, sometimes you copy files and they don't actually copy. Because, like, the mesh for the gray floor was there before, I think. Data, art, gameplay, game prom boulder C. I mean, let's just see if it's if that's what the thing is. Like, this is all just so stupid. It's like, let's take the most basic things about development, like files, and let's make that really hard. Because why not? Like, why give you a building block that you could, you know, rely on? Game prom boulder C. Yeah. So, like, I mean, that's there. Wait, mesh options, triangle list mesh. So that's there. I think. Oh, maybe we need data PC. Oh, because it's probably compressed mesh or it's probably got binary mesh. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna do this. 69. Okay. Let's go. Let's see if we can see it. No. Why? Like, this is what makes it so impossible to make progress, is like when stupid shit. All right, let me just resync all the files, which doesn't work, by the way, which is why I'm trying to avoid doing it, because whenever I do this, just like a lot of mysterious things don't get copied over, and then we get weird failures. But I don't know what else to do. Oops. Like, this is Android. How many billions of people use Android? It's the fact that it's this bad is crazy. But this is like, it is like that disease in programming about, I want everyone to use my system. And it's like, no, people don't want to use your system. They just want to do what they want to do. Like, this is like the giantest, gnarliest system IDE UI. And it's like, but I don't, like, I just want files to be on my device. Do you know what I mean? Press Control Space to see more suggestions. Gosh, thanks. What does that have to do with anything? Like, I don't understand. And Google has so much money that I don't understand how this is as bad as it is. I don't even really know that that was the most recent thing. Okay, it looks like this is there. Texture. Oh, wait, I don't see a mesh. I don't see a mesh. Let's just go back here and look for game prom boulder and just see what are all the files. Triangle list mesh. I mean, those look like the files that we saw. So I feel like it's still not going to work. And I'm not going to know why. indeed, it still doesn't work. And I don't know why. So that mesh loads. The one for the floor train doesn't load. Okay, but we do have progress. Like I said, that was the origin, and it should be in the middle, and it is in the middle. So that part of the problem is solved. Solved. I mean, it didn't exist, but why is our okay? This is weird because we're supposed to be seeing a different object. You can't see any of this. Anyway, it looks the same as it did. Don't worry about it. I still don't see the mesh. Well, what do I do? I guess I'll try to break in the mesh catalog where we load the file. And I'll take a look at where we're trying to load the file from and verify that it's the right place. But like, I don't know that that's going to help. All right, let's just... I'm so demoralized right now. I just want to program, and it's like, why the fuck is the mesh not appearing? It's so stupid. This is like how you take productive people and turn them into, you know, Twitter programmers from before Elon took over. I think I could go to reload asset there. Let's go here, this overload of reload asset, and we'll press the bug button. Connecting to the 6 gigahertz band on a Netgear Wi-Fi 7 BE90. How does that help me? How does that help me at all? Okay. Report asset load. Oh, we actually report this. Okay. All right. Okay, I don't even know that this is the right mesh, first of all, but... Oh, it's in resource, full path. Data, editor UI missing. Okay, but that's fine. That's... Well, actually, I'm not sure if that's fine. This is fine for some entities. The missing mesh, okay. That is definitely okay. Mesh resource full path. Letter A. Why are we loading the letter A? No. Okay, it doesn't know the termination of the string. So this is wall cube, all right? Why doesn't this just... Can you print my value, please? Like, what is even going on? Quad sphere 1 low. Okay, so maybe that's... Why are we reloading this? Four times. I mean, we loaded it. Maybe the breakpoint just kept getting hit. So this, we're loading an entity file. It's got this mesh in it. Did we break up here? Are we running? Like, I don't even know what's happening right now. I hit F10, it didn't move. What is going on? Like, we're not running and we're not breaking. Maybe we are running and it's just incredibly slow for some reason. How do I see that giant error log that is like flailing at me all the time? Oh, it is running now. Okay. So I did not see us attempt to load that mesh, which was weird. That was weird. Maybe I missed it. Or maybe something else happened. So let's go again. I guess I click here to see this. Okay, this is again going to be... Why did it delete my thing? Like, as bad as Visual Studio is, a lot of things about this are better. Like, you just type this into a field and it stays there. And it doesn't, like, delete it. Like, how... That's been that way for decades. Like, how hard is it? It's a quick... How do I do a not quick evaluate? There's no place to type a not quick evaluate. Need to add it to watch list. I have to click the nerd glasses. Like, why is it down in the middle? Why didn't it put it at the top? Okay. Editor UI missing. That's fine. That's not what we want. Okay. Soko1 wall cube. This is happening in the load single value, load item, load single entity. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're just going to get type name. Okay, so we have this type name. Bonus region. Okay, we're just going to go edit the code to wait for inanimate, right? Actually, we'll do two things because I'm not convinced it's even finding the entity file. So we're gonna put a breakpoint at if type name is inanimate, because I think there's only one of those. We can verify that. And then we can also go by the full name. Here, the full name for this one, this isn't the object we're looking for, but the full name here is this. Fucking, I can't select the text. All right, thousands of man years of work into this program. If full name is equal to data levels overworld, and then what? We need to figure that out. Data, like this entire thing is a complete waste of my time. This is horrendous. Oh, there's more than one. 6512 and 9839. Let's figure out 9839. That doesn't have a boulder. What is this? That's the, oh, that's like the floor mesh. All right. So then it's, what was the other one? 6512. 6512 is boulder C. All right, so 6512 dot entity text. So we've got two breakpoints there. Yay us. Yay us. Where's my, oh, I'm not used to the color of the shell. I'm also realizing I don't know the last time I actually compiled for VR, so the binary is out of date. Unable to copy file to the project. Modules OpenXR Android. Why are we copying files? Lib OpenXR loader. Dude, this is so insulting. Like, I paid someone $100,000 to do all this, and he didn't do it. So I should sue that guy for fraud, but I'm stuck doing this kind of shit. Okay, so this file is here. The source file is there. So why are we going .. / project? What's the ... Did someone modify this? Probably. .. / project. Okay. See, the problem is this is running from a shell command. Okay, this is exactly the kind of fucking crap that we're trying to get rid of with the programming language, but it's hard to get away from because as soon as you make a slight mistake and fall back on what the environment does, the environment kicks you in the nuts all the time. So the person on the team who was working on this, it worked on his machine because he was in here compiling this way, probably. Okay, well that didn't work either. I assumed it would. But from here, project is in .. and that makes sense. Project app. Let's look at all that. I was hoping it would work right there, and it didn't. Project, app, source, main, lib open xr loader.s. I mean, it's there. The source file is there, and so the only thing I could think of is that the working folder is somewhere very different from what we're thinking. All right, this is making me angry. We're just gonna all right. I'm not going to try to make it work. That's somebody else's problem. Well, unless I need new versions of those files, then it's my problem. Okay. I don't even know. Like, we're not reporting the reason. Not reporting reason for copy failure. So that's bad. It's bad that we're not saying, for example, can't see source file, or destination folder does not exist, or permissions denied, right? We're not getting any information about why that copy is failing. And so I basically refuse to debug things like that anymore. It's like, just fix the error message is what we should do. And if that error message is coming from our file copy module, that's especially bad. I don't remember if we implement that or if we're just running a command. But like, if that's our API, that needs to get fixed. Maybe file already exists. But that's stupid, because after the first time you copy, it'll fail, right? Only copy the files if they did. Well, that's just an efficiency thing or whatever. One assumes. Okay, I'm so angry right now. It's unbelievable. Like, I still haven't been able to actually program today, right? This is all we're trying to do is I'm trying to get to... Why did the cast window... Did I close it accidentally when I wasn't thinking? Maybe. I'm just trying to get to the point where I can actually program now. We haven't even got there. Okay, the mesh still does not load. That's fine. Next step. I mean, it's not fine, but it's fine. Next step, breakpoint. Mesh catalog, maybe? What file did I put those in? What fucking file was it? It's in save, probably? This is such a complete waste of time. This is like what happens. The reason I'm kind of angry is this is what happens. This is why programmer productivity is so low around the world, is because most programmers are doing crap like this, like most of the time. All right? And the extent to which I'm productive is the extent to which I stay away from this. But when I'm forced to do it, it just makes me so angry. Humanity would be so much further forward if all the programmers weren't doing this crap. And it's completely avoidable. That's why I'm angry. All of this is 100% completely avoidable. Okay. Right. Complete waste of time. Nobody cares that I'm wasting my time. What is going on? All right, we're just going to assume these are the wrong. Okay, so we got an inanimate. What is the full name? Like, show me the value. I typed it. 9839, that's not the one that we want. Okay. Wait. How are we not ever getting 6512? We can just put a break there on literally everything. God, I'm so angry. There's no... Do you see a 6512 here? I don't. I don't see a 6512. So what even is that object, first of all? But second of all, I copied the files in, and this is the thing, is like basic file copies in Android Studio fail all the time. Like, and it doesn't tell you. It says, okay, I copied the files, and then it just didn't copy the files. How does anyone put up with this? It's insane. It's completely insane. Okay, overall. Hey, look, here's some files. Like, I don't understand. This is like putting development back, like knocking it back to the 1950s when computers were so unstable because they were so new that like you couldn't really store files and stuff. Like, that's what we're talking about here. It's 2024 and we haven't figured out how to copy data on a computer. Exactly. All right. So, and like how many, like, has $100 million gone into Android Studio? Hey, look. Oh, you can't see it. Hey, look, guys. The rock is there where it's supposed to be because the files are there now. And they weren't. I'm so angry, guys. All right. However, you see that this rock, it doesn't really look like a rock now. But this mesh is, in fact, this is our first virtual reality rendered mesh of a thing. And it's at the origin, right? This is sort of the middle of my space, approximately. So now maybe we can actually start doing some work now that... Yeah, we're 40 minutes into the stream and I can start doing things. It's unbelievable. Like, how does anyone work like this? Okay. Average day of a web dev. I know, dude. That's why everything is so bad. All right. So, now here's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to make, okay, so my play space here, we're going to measure it, and then we're going to size, oh, God damn it, dude. Every time I edit the level, I have to manually copy the files, and it might not work. We're going to change the color in a blatant way every time of the object that we do. And if we see it the right color, we'll know that it worked. All right. So my VR zone here, This doesn't have meters on it because it's American. It's about 8 feet, right? Which is less than 2 meters by 10 feet, which is, you know, like 3 meters. So we're going to size a play area at the origin that's something like 8 feet by 10 feet. And this is just going to verify that we're in meters currently. We want to change to America units, but first we have to just make sure we know what's going on, right? So let me go back here. Eight feet is 2.4 meters. Oh, right. Yeah, my brain didn't do it. Sorry. 10 feet's 3 meters. 8 feet is more than 2 meters. So if this is the thing, okay, like I said, we're going to center it. I don't know why the origin is so fucked of this. Like, why is this cube not centered in the middle? Anyway, we're going to make this 2.4 meters. Now, which way is X and which way is Y? I don't really know. I'm going to assume the long direction is actually X. So let's go 3 by 2.4. So we're saying that should be roughly my play space. And then, like I said, we got to change the color of this. I don't actually know if that works, but let's see if it does. The color of this... Okay, this is confusing because we also have this... Oh, this is the bonus region. Wait, that was showing up as purple. Okay, fuck the stupid bonus region. Fuck you. All right, this thing. Inanimate for the floor. We're going to make another one. 3, 2.4. And this is going to be orange, maybe. All right. What is the mesh name? Oh, yeah, okay. So this UI is stupid because I was getting very angry about how long it was taking to clean up the UI, and I was just like, fork the code and get started, and I should have fired the person involved back then. Oh, I would have saved so much money. All right. So yeah, that's pretty close. All right, so actually let's make it not stick down. Why does hiding things not work? Oh my God. All right, well, we'll just drag it up and then do this. Oh, right. So we're going to do that. Something like that. All right, cool. I have to manually copy the files again. Hey, it didn't close my folder. That's good. Delete. So someone on the team is working on generating the APK. I don't know if that's going to be too slow for development. Maybe it'll be fine if we just rebuild the APK every time. But right now we don't do that with the data files, right? Which is the whole thing. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Okay, it is orange. I feel like we have the axes wrong. But other than that, so I feel like it's the x-axis toward the screen and the y-axis is the other way, because we are deeper this way than this way. If I walk to the edge, oh maybe, I don't know. Like this is kind of the edge of my region. The region's not set up that precisely, as you could see. So, and then this doesn't really go, yeah, so that's maybe another 2 feet to the edge. So let's rotate the axes. And we'll verify that that's correct. And then we'll switch to freedom units. Maybe the reason I'm having so much trouble copying files is that we're using European units. Do you think maybe that's true? Okay, so we're going to rerun. We can get away with only copying one file if we know we're only editing one entity. What the fuck is this? What are these? That's a settings. That's a HUD. These, I don't even know what they are. I can't click on them. They're just there. Bruh. What? I'm going crazy. All right, we're not even going to worry about those. You know what? It's fine. Okay, 3 in the Y, 2.4 in the X. And we're just going to verify that. And we'll change the color again to make sure it's right. The color this time is going to be green. It's a grassy green. And this is entity 60-5. So we'll just even only copy that one. Okay. Into Android Studio. Did that do it? I got no visual sign that any operation happened. Wait, it just changed size right there. Dude, I can't handle this. Okay. Wait, I'm running the old one. Hang on. It's still orange. I don't know what to tell you guys. All right. Well, let's just delete all the files. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe if you drag a file and the file already exists, it's like, this file already exists. Is it different now? I don't know. Nobody can tell if a file ever changed, so let's just assume it didn't change. Is that what it's doing? Stop running, then copy? But we don't hold the file open, so why should it matter? Okay, it's green now. And it appears, let me show you my reality that I live in here. All right, so there's a rock thing that looks weird. And we've got some question marks. I don't even know what those are right now. And this goes about to the wall. And this goes about to the wall. So I think we're correctly calibrated. It is in meters right now. So now this is my last chance to back down from doing freedom units. But you know, during a call with the artist today, the artist wanted to use freedom units, so I'm going to blame it on the artist. Okay. So, does it just like not copy files if it's running something? Is that what's going on? Science units really are better? Why? Okay, so here's the thing. If we're going to do freedom unit, I still don't know what these question marks are. Like what is it? Are these hand avatar? No. Sun? No. Camera control? That's a camera control for some reason. Why did it lose its mesh? Maybe we didn't copy that mesh. Okay. We're not correctly doing visibility here because you're not supposed to see camera controls. Okay, so that's a camera control. That's a settings. Oh! Yeah, I think I know why those are busted. I'm not going to worry about it yet. We'll do it later. I don't know what that one is. What's that one? Timeline, inanimate, look target. Timeline, inanimate, look, popper. That's the sun. Okay. Yeah, the default mesh setting is commented out right now because, again, the guy we hired to do this didn't do his job. So I'm not sure why those changed, but we're gonna fix it at some point. But that we don't want to get derailed. We already been kind of derailed. Okay, here's the thing. We're gonna make 8x10 freedom units. All right. So, and we're going to go in the code and make that happen, right? But so this is going to be a freedom unit. All right. Right now, it is not a freedom unit, but it will be. So this is going to be one tile, and we're going to have another tile that's like there. And we're going to make a checkerboard. All right. Let's have these be like subtler colors, because. All right. We're going to replace this with a mesh later that is authored by an actual art person. So that's going to be 8 feet. Wait, did I do it the wrong way? Did we say x-axis? X-axis was toward the screen. So this one should be 10 feet. All right. And then we gotta straddle this. Okay. We're going to look at this from like here. Why can't I select these right now? Oh, because I'm hitting the camera control. We need to fix some things. All right. So we're going to go there. We're going to go there. We're going to go there. This is not exactly precise. Okay, and then we're going to go this row. And then we're going to go this row. There we go. We got a floor full of Freedom units. All right, so I'm going to run this and make sure it's the right direction. It's going to be way too big, but that's going to be great because it'll be like we're in our game now and we're looking out across a vast virtual world of incredible detail and liveliness. Wow, it's going to be really annoying to delete all the files from this folder now. Because now they don't fit on one scroll. It'll be like Shadow of the Colossus. We're looking out at a vast empty landscape. Okay. Hey, check it out. It is way too big. As described. Way too big. So, now we figure out where this happens. It's not only way too big, but like the floor point seems wrong. Actually, the z-coordinate of the floor seems wrong. Oh, maybe that's because it's just not set in the thing. I don't know. Why are the colors on the PC busted? So this is probably just something... Like, this is actually how it looks. So probably the way we're doing vertex colors is not correct right now because we just got the engine running. So, like, it looks like they're not getting gamma corrected but should be, or they are getting gamma corrected but shouldn't be, or something like that. Or... I mean, it doesn't look like we're doing exposure correction or anything, but yeah, I don't know. It's a ray tracing demo from 1980. Yeah, it's an Amiga program. We are now on the Amiga. Okay. What was I going to do? Oh, so we have to figure out... I think in camera there's a matrix thing. Transform... That's not it. There was definitely something that converts. Where did I even see it? Oh, you know, in OS Android is where I saw something, right? So hand, remember on this previous stream we were doing hand position stuff? Hand game position. We did update transform, right? Which says XR to game. Okay. Why do we just have a 0.1 in here? First of all. Is that just what the units are? The comment explains. No, it doesn't. This comment doesn't explain anything. It just says it's from the VR example. It doesn't explain why it's 0.1 or what's going on. But, I mean, maybe... pose to transform of pose. What the fuck is even going on here? Is it? I don't know which example it's from. The comment doesn't tell us. It's probably the one that we commissioned, but I don't know. Succubon is metric or freedom based. It's not really either. It's like one unit is a square in the game. I think it's nominally meters in the, in like Maya or whatever, but that doesn't have much bearing on, what it means actually in the reality of the game. We are working with decimeters. It sure seems that way. XR to game. What I don't understand is why are we filling in this transform with something that's not XR to game? So here, we're just flipping around the axes. It's like, okay, that's fine. Let's do this. Meters to feet. How many meters is in a foot? And how many feet are in a meter? Meters to feet. I'm asking Google. It'll probably give me the wrong answer. 3.28084. So that's great. Now, so for XR to game, dude, why is this indented by 3 characters? Okay. Now the problem is I don't know what this update transform does. Grip spaces. What does that even mean? Make action space. What? Grip space is the position and orientation of the controller. Okay. So all right. Now, when we render, we have to go feet to meters. And I don't know where that happens at all. That's going to be in, not in this file probably. That's going to be in like Vulkan whatever. Or wait, no, we don't have to convert feet to meters. What am I talking about? No, we do. Do we? Who? So this is one of these things that's probably different. I need to think about this. So in a 2D video game, you sort of just have your transform, right? And I mean a 3D, 2D video game, right? You just sort of have your transform and you render it. And the scale kind of doesn't exactly matter because, you know, if you raise your XY units and you also raise your Z units, everything's proportional and it just divides out. But here, distances matter because it's like correlated to how far apart your eyes are, right? So that distance is not controlled by the game and we don't scale. And so at some point, the units need to be what the SDK, it needs to be in the common units with the eye distance, right? Since update transform does call XR to game, maybe I did goof there. Let's see. Update transform. Locate. No, because it's calling XR to game on the other thing. See, here we're setting a transform variable that gets used elsewhere. These are not using that transform variable. Okay. So, now what? Yeah, we need to. So we're going to be setting up some views that are like going to be left eye, right eye or something. View right and view left. This is for a cube map? Omni shadows? Why are we... What? Oh, view right. That's just the vector. All right, the right. This is so annoying. Just not knowing code well just has this cost. You have to look until you understand. So wait, in OpenXR or whatever, do you actually just render the scene once and it gets like dispatched twice with different offsets? Or do you render it twice? Because I'm looking here for rendering it twice and I do not see that. But I remember seeing something. I saw somewhere some view related stuff. It's not here. Doesn't look like it's here. There should be 2 cameras, yeah. Can't you then change eye distance in rendering instead of change it? What do you mean? You make 2 frame buffers and render to each with a different eye point. Let's just search for some variables that we might find. I'm getting tired already because it took so much energy to deal with the stupid file problems. I'm just tired from that. Left eye. Camera left dot position, camera left dot orientation. But it doesn't seem like we use that. All right. Where the problem is if I search for a word like transform that you would look for in the API where you set this up, we'll get like 20 trillion hits across all the code. We could like step through the running thing. Because all we're looking for is where do we send the transform? Oh, yeah. There's a thing like from camera. Init viewpoint. Oh, that's maybe what I was looking for. Let's see. From camera. Init viewpoint ortho. We're not going to want that at all for this game, by the way. There is no ortho. Are these the only 2 overloads? Yeah. So init viewpoint proj. Okay. Okay, make projection matrix. Proj without fix up. And then we have this fix up. That we're multiplying in. Okay, so in theory, we do it here. Can I just scale a matrix 4? I don't remember what's in our... We can call make scale matrix 4. Oh, but we can just say scale. All right. So here's what we're going to do. Feet to meters. And we're just going to hope, like, okay, what is the chance that this isn't a complete disaster? 18% chance. 18% chance that it's not a complete disaster. All right, well, feet to meters, undeclared identifier. However, there's a file scope. Yes. Actually, let's not even put this here. Let's put this down here. So everyone can use it and we're all happy. All right, guys. This is going to be horrible. Are you ready? It might be good, but it's probably going to be horrible. I probably broke everything in a very bad way. Whoa. Oh, dude, I just scaled a projection matrix. That was not smart. That was not smart. I scaled a projection matrix. Don't do that. I don't. Yeah, okay. So if I just scale the depths, actually, I can just scale the view matrix. Hopefully. The question is, does someone in the code like inverse transform something by the view matrix and assume it's unitary? Which might happen. All right, let's see what happens there. Like most of that compile time is us linking the Java whatevers. It's like compiling takes a small fraction of that time. Hey, okay. What is this, a video game for ants? It's like we double scaled it. Right? It's like it got made small and then got made small. And that question mark is the thing that's drawing our text that's supposed to be on our face. The fact that the question mark is still there is annoying because I thought I did some code to not have that happen. Okay, so, oh, you can't see the video game for ants. See, I wish I could just have that up. It just doesn't work. There's your video game for ants. And then there's the hand controller, which is in the wrong place. Okay, hold on. The view matrix I feel like there, I'm tired, so I'm just going to do this. You shouldn't program this way at all. But like, literally, this is easier than think. Well, maybe the view matrix gets inverted. It does. Oh, that's why. Right, we invert it like the next line, don't we? We'll look at the code in a second. Okay, well now it's too big again. See? So that's great. At least it's not a video game for ants anymore. We can't see the text now though, so it's also not like correct. Bro, I'm gonna like waste a whole day on this, aren't I? The text is gone. I don't know why. Okay. Okay. So, why do we have breakpoints here? That's not good. All right. View matrix inverse down here. I don't. So we're inverting. Right, so changing this to meters to feet should be the same as just putting this, right? Origin should be 0 here. Like this actually matters as well, like the translation. We could breakpoint and verify that the origin is 0, but it probably is. It's interesting how we never had something to set scale before, simply because it didn't matter. The origin might not be 0. Like if the origin is the I position, that could be bad. Let's just stop in there. The problem is this is going to get called for different passes. All right. We'll just sort of see what happens. We might have some other breakpoints we forgot to remove as well. Okay, now, well, there's nothing yet. There we go. Oh, you know what? It's the right size now, guys. I mean, the rock is really small, but that's because that's what happens when you transfer European rocks into giant American units. But see how it's going to about the edges of our space? Ah, wait, why did my headset stop? What just happened? It's rebooting. Is it out of battery? It just rebooted for some reason that I don't know why. Sigabort. I feel like we have a memory leak or something. And we run out of RAM real fast. Although that Oh, it was in the debugger though. Let's try not debuggering. So, objects found in my boundary. I know. All right, so we have the text. We have everything. We don't have casting though. You guys see, meta.com cannot handle freedom units, I think is what we're discovering. Cast. I want to cast a spell. All right. So we've got our text, which is being drawn right in front of our face. We've got our 6 feet by 8 feet. Are these a foot? Okay, we're going to do an experiment. Ready? Where's my measuring tape? Okay, here's a measuring tape. I have the VR helmet on. Measuring tape. I'm going to blindly measure the square as best I can. Okay, like I'm matching up the thing, and then I'm pulling it out. Okay, it's about that much. How much is that? 13 inches. Baker's foot. That's probably like just measurement error. You know what? Can't I go into like fusion mode here? Jazz fusion mode. I wish this room toggle thing, I knew how to do it consistently. It's just not working. I don't know. Anyway, that's about a foot. You know what I'm saying? It's about the size of my foot. Let's see the hand position. Hand position is in the right place. Something's probably broken. But, you know, what do you want? See that? I hit it, and it got small. Watch. Boom. See, that's the game. You hit the thing, and it gets small. Boom. Boom. See, my score is, okay, the score, oh, this is interesting, because the distance at which the text is being drawn is now too close. Like, my eyes can't focus on it, because we're now in freedom units. But I have 50 points. Boom. 70 points. Boom. 80 points. It's officially a game. Never mind that I seem to hit that twice and get double points from it. Okay, so text distance. Where is that? SDF text. We pass this as a parameter now, right? Forward distance, right. So that's in HUD. We did that on the previous stream. And yeah. So where do we get that from? HUD.textDistance. Oh. So that we have this file from Sokoban, which is why Emacs is getting confused. See, our text distance is like 1/3 of a foot, which is like too close. If we want to make it the same distance, we would multiply this by 3.28, right? So 3.28 divided by 3 is 1.1. We'll make it a 1.11 just to be good. All right. So now the question is that going to take effect? Because the thing is, we have a HUD saved in the level. However, because I designed many aspects of this game engine, one of the things I designed into the entity system, which is probably better than the entity systems in some other engines, although I don't know, I haven't done a survey, is that in the entity files, when things are saved, we mark out whether a value's been changed or whether it's equal to the default value. If it's equal to the default value, we don't load it and we let it be overridden by new default values for exactly reasons like this. So you guys aren't going to be able to tell a difference because, you know, it probably looks just flat on the screen. Oh, press A to start. Okay, so now the problem is the letters are small because we also want to scale those up into freedom units. But yeah, let's get some points. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. Okay, let's get some points. Bam, score 10. Bam, score 30. Yeah, why does it score twice sometimes? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Bam, score 40. Bam, score 50. Okay, that's great. Awesome, awesome. Okay. So we're going to go all the way back to here, and we're going to change our text scale by approximately 3.3. Oh, we could just change the text scale. Yeah. So that did take effect. So .05. 0.05 of a foot, right? So what is that? So times 12 inches is 0.6 inches. So a typical letter is 0.6 inches at 1 foot away. That makes sense. All right. Let's try that. I don't know that we actually want these to be recorded on the entity, but whatever. Whatever, man. All right. That actually, I expected converting to feet to take longer than that. I mean, there's probably some things broken. Okay, there. We got nice big text. Oh, you can't see it? Now you can. See that? See that? I'm playing my video game. I'm out. I'm in my space. I'm going, bam. Oh, can't see it. There we go. Score 10. Bam. Score 20. Bam. Score 40. Oh, I got double damage. Okay. I mean, it's a video game. We're going to ship it. We're going to ship it. Hello, what is my favorite video game? This one! This game is called 40 Points. Not 4D points, that's Mark's game. This is just 40 points. And the goal is to score 40 points. When is Mark's game going to be out, dude? You probably know better than me at this point. That's all I can say about that. All right, we're going to take the W here. We're going to say, what are we going to say? Converted to feet. 1.0 is equal to 1 foot American USA units. Scary change. All right. So let's start actually doing some game a little bit. So first of all, let's actually, so I can have human dignity. Let's set up the zone. So right now there's a sphere that turns on and off, and when I hit it, you know, I score points from it. We got to fix that double scoring fucking bullshit that's going on. But also, let's just put it up in the air right now. So since this is about 6 feet wide, this can be another test, right? So over by the edge, we can make a volume that is about 6 feet tall, which is how tall I am. So this should match. I mean, so 6 feet should go a little bit above my eye level. Now, I feel like the floor level is off a little bit still. Oh yeah, this is like at z equals 0.14. So let's move all that down. Because not only, so whatever we say as z equals 0 is going to be the middle of the thing. So I think we want minus 0.1. We'll see if that feels too low. We're just airballing it right now. We don't actually totally care, but so this is going to be person sized. This is, you know, there we go. And we could be like, this will just help me place things in the near future. Okay. See, isn't making video games really fun? Okay, and then this thing, so this is our thing. We could actually put 2 of them. We could put 3 of them in the space. We'll put one there, and one there. All right? And now we get to manually copy all the files, because that's fun. Look, I just said delete. Okay. Okay, it just took a while. I understand. Computers aren't very fast in the year 2024. It's fine. All right. Hey, there's our person. Hello, person. Yeah. So it's a little tall, but the question is, does it go... Oh, my cord doesn't reach. I feel like that's a little bit too tall, because I feel like the top of my head only goes to like the middle of the brick or a little bit below. But whatever. We're approximate right Um, the ground feels pretty good. Like, that's the controller resting on the ground right now. And you see that it's like right in there. This is totally good enough for now. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why the 6 feet is a little bit too tall, but it's fine. Where's our things that I'm supposed to be able to hit? Oh, there's one. Boom, 10 points. Where's the other ones? Did they not all copy? Dude, they didn't all copy, did they? But this is fine. We only need one. Oh no, they're up there. Okay. Wait. Okay. We need to check to make sure those are where I thought they were. I think I just didn't have the camera in a good place when I was positioning those. All right. What a good game, guys. This is a hit. This is a hit video game. Oh, you're not seeing the... Okay. I'm sorry. I wish I could have this window up. It just doesn't work. Here, I'll reposition the thing. Oh, I accidentally closed the casting. Whatever. I'll reposition the things and we'll do it again. Because I want to make sure that they're in good places. So here... let's see. Oh, okay. Well, one reason... Well, no. Is this above the floor? Yeah, it is a little bit above the floor, which could be an excuse for it being a little taller than me. Because we have to prove for all the girls on the dating profile that I really am 6 feet tall. Right? I feel like that's still going to be... We really didn't move that by more than a couple inches. Okay, and then, so these things... Yeah, those are up really high. Those are up really high. So I'm used to having the camera, like, you know, in a Sokoban game kind of a place. So, yeah. Okay. Let's put them... So that's going to be a thing we're going to want to do for this editor, is just have hotkeys that are like overhead view, side view, etc. All right. Cool. We're going to just manually copy all the files again. And we're going to have fun with that. Delete. And this time we're going to cast and show you the screen. Wait, we're still running from before. Oh no. Okay, what did we learn? If we're running, we don't trust the files. So we're going to delete them again. Even though it sure looked like it happened, but it always looks like it happens, and then it doesn't. All right, so we deleted it again. We're dragging again. Is the floor actually the floor, or are the floor blocks sitting on top of the floor? I supposedly offset the floor by the right amount. But, and it seemed that way. Like, I tried to show you that, but you guys couldn't see because you weren't looking at the window that wasn't up. But, you know. All right. So I kind of don't understand why the window is taller than wide. Hold on. Casting settings. Original 1:1. Why is original really tall? Because your field of view is wide. Like, I don't get it. Okay. Ah, there's one right in my face. Here we go. Score 10. All right. But there. Oh, I should have put the 6 foot tall close enough that the cable turned. But see what I'm saying? Like I'm standing here, my eyes are like below the bottom of the thing, and the top of my head, I feel like is around the middle of the thing. But I swear I'm 6 feet tall, guys. So this thing, that's on the ground. See that? So that's pretty good. Question marks are still annoying, but and then we can go bam. Oh, that one went out without bam. Basically, it's VR boxing. I'm doing VR one-arm boxing right now. Right? Okay. So is it easier to delete and copy the entire folder? No, because that doesn't seem to work consistently. Like, whenever I've copied the individual files, I haven't had that fail yet. But like copying folders has failed quite a few times. Okay, well, you know what we should do? When I hit the thing to score points, we should play a sound. And then we'll probably take a stream break, and I'll go get hey, look, bookshelf. I'll go get dinner. I was 6 feet tall back in 1990. I actually remeasured myself, and I'm 6 feet tall still. I have better posture now than I used to. People actually care more about taller FOV. Interesting. Interesting. I'm going to get a drink refresh. Any questions so far? Can you play the Chacos song, please? I mean, haven't we heard that a lot? When will I rewrite Android Studio? Literally never. Is Quest 3 using OpenGL? No, we are using Vulkan. Is the game logic running in a separate thread to rendering? No. Well, it depends. Sometimes kind of. Do we interpolate frames? No. Braid Anniversary does frame interpolation only because we cared a lot about exact timestamps in that game. But if I had more time to think about it, I wouldn't do frame interpolation. I would have done something else because I regret doing that. I didn't program it, but I regret that decision. Frame interpolation is crap. You don't want to do it. I mean, like VR headsets have frame interpolation built in, like at a very low level in the hardware that's only meant to kick in at very high frame rates to keep things smooth. And like that I don't mind as much. But like frame interpolation inside your game engine is ass. You shouldn't do it. Should you eat ice cream? Yes, ice cream is a health food. How's the Framework laptop? I don't like it, but it's more usable than the Razer piece of garbage that I bought. What would be the other solution instead of frame interpolation? You run at a consistent frame rate that's fast. Frame interpolation is for the head movement. Yeah. Yeah. And I think it's probably good that these headsets have it on there. But part of the reason it works is because it happens very late, right? The reason they did it is so they could have very low latency on the head tracking. And your game ain't that fast. What's the target frame rate on Quest 3? Yeah, I don't know. I'm confused about that because I thought it was 90, but someone was telling me that it's clamping us to 70 right now or something, and I'm not sure what's going on there. So we're going to have to investigate that. Do I recommend the Quest 3? I like it. The problem is the same as the problem with all VR devices, which is there's hardly any good games that you actually want to play. There's a lot of games, right? But like I have a hard time finding games that I want to play, which is why I'm making one. If you enable Space Warp, you only render 70 and it into IC. So maybe we disable Space Warp. Does it feel higher quality if you disable Space Warp? Manifest file. Okay. Do I know what are the average sales number for VR games? No, I don't. But the thing is, average numbers are not good. You don't want the average number. Because even like the average number on Steam is very close to 0. Like almost all games on Steam don't sell any copies at all. So it's not quite the right way to think about it. You want like, what is a typical pretty good game sell? And that's harder to estimate. Very low sales compared to Steam? Depends. Oh, manifest was a joke. Okay. Well, I have seen, there is a manifest file though. That's the thing. It's not a joke. Watch. Watch this. See that? It is literally not a joke. This is where we are. In the year 2024, your CPU cannot run machine language instructions without some XML file in there. That's where we're at. I mean, Gorilla Tag dude, who was in chat a while back, before Gorilla Tag came out, has done quite well, right? Like if you're in the top of the sales, you do very, very well. And we're going to do very well because we use freedom units for distance in our game, and we all know that that is how you do it. Okay, let's see if we have any sounds in this repository. We probably don't. Sound. Nope. Temporary VO. Nope. Generated sound banks. Why is that there? We're not. Let's delete that. Let's delete temporary VO, right? Like, this is not how this goes. Okay. So we get to figure out a sound that we could play when I hit the thing. And I score points. I don't have the witness on here. Which is a little bit sad. Is it on C? I usually have everything. I don't have the witness on here, dude. So that's where the sound folder came from. So the audio guys, do we have waves from Sokoban? Or do I have to... Can you smoke weed on stream? I don't smoke weed on or off stream. Here's the thing, dude. If you learn to meditate, it can be such a trip that you don't need to do drugs. I tried ayahuasca. Not really. Do you want to search .wave on Bing? I guess we don't have wave files in there. I'm a little confused about that because I thought we did. Let's look in Braid. Let's get some Braid sounds in. Whoops, not shaders, sounds. We could use some ambiances too, but let's, okay. We could use that. I mean, that might be a little annoying, right? I kind of want a smaller, that's a little better, right? I mean, that sounds, that's crispier though. Let's try that. So we'll go to all.sound tweaks. Let's rename it. Because in the code, I'm already playing a sound for this. It's not found, right? So in bopper play sound, what did I call it? Bopper hit. So we're gonna go. Oh, you know what we get to do, guys? You know what we get to do? How do you? Okay. I always forget for Dured mode, make Dured mode writable. Control X, Control Q. I was trying QQ. All right. So this is the best thing. We go replace bullet hits player with, oh no, HD, right? And was it bopper hit? What was it? Bopper hit. So we go replace bullet hits player HD with bopper hit. Boom. And then we save it. That's still the good thing about Emacs that no other editor can do for you that I know of. Imagine that's like 100 files. It's just much better. All right. So now we're going to go to the sound tweaks file and bopper hit volume scale 0.7 versions 4 pitch 0 random 0.15 random volume 0.2 0.75. All right. Okay. Let's see if that works. Android Studio. I don't know how well you'll be able to hear it if it's coming out the headset, but we can turn on the thing. Files, data, sound, delete, delete. Let's add these. Sound tweaks was already in source control, right? Yeah. Okay. So those files are there. I don't think we even need to recompile, but we will anyway. I'm getting hungry. So yeah, I'm going to go to dinner soon, but let's hope that this works. We'll turn on the audio. Okay. Didn't play it. Dang it. Okay, why not? We will find out. We're on a mission. We're on a mission to make it work. You know what though? I kind of want to make sure audio is working by putting the Choco Taco sound back. Maybe. Let's put an ambient sound. Let's do that too while we're here. What's a good ambient sound? Like that's pretty okay. That's rainy. Well, these are all OGs. We want just something. Let's just use this, okay? Rename ambience.wave and add, and then in tutorial, when we init tutorial, we're gonna go play ambience, right? And what's that gonna be, right? Play sound mixer manager common name if sound repeating and then ambient, right? Let's see. How do you like them apples? All right, so I presume, oh, we also need to put this on Android Studio. All right, let's try it. We're probably going to have to debug this. Okay, I do not hear anything. Why do I not hear anything? It could be that the file's not really there. We've had that experience. It could be something else. Let's see if it runs on PC, because that should... Will we be able to hear it? It's kind of a quiet ambience. Let's just debug it here. because we could see what's going on. Right? So when we go into tutorial, play ambience. Okay, we found it. It found the file. It's got a file name. 2 channels, 44 100 hertz. Riff chunk. Should I step into this? Okay, we didn't get tweaks. That's weird. We're supposed to load that sound tweaks file. Oh, wait. No. That's a different thing. That's for when you've got variance. Okay. So, volume 1, rate 1. Duration is not. Is that supposed to be set? My lifetime is 13 seconds. Okay. Oh, dude. Okay. The problem with that is we're loading the level and we're wiping out all the entity we just created for the ambience, right? For now, we're not going to put this in init tutorial. Where is this? This is in game. We're just going to go here and see if that helps us. There. Oh yeah, that's playing. Now why were the spheres not making a sound? That's probably a different issue, and we're going to have to debug that separately. Okay, it's not repeating. That's ass. We set the repeating flag. Oh, you know what? You can't set the repeating flag at that point. I've had this problem before. When we play a sound, you pass it in because it gets propagated down. Or we could just say play music. Just for now as a shortcut. Because the thing is, there's an entity data for it, but then there's also like the record for the sound in the audio system. And we could update that, but I'd rather just pass it in with the correct flags, right? Actually, though, no, because when we play music, we're playing the sound. we're putting it in sound category music, but so this doesn't work either, actually. The Choco Taco song was ending when we were playing it. Right, so actually what we need is to play sound. Play sound mixer is not doing the right thing, which is not that surprising. Why is this calling place? Dude, when overloads are mixed up like this, what is even happening? Like, what is going on? Okay. So what's going on here, though, is we were trying to play something with variance, and that actually, this is kind of a hack. We'll clean this up later, but does that still compile? Because that's why it didn't work on the spheres. Yeah. Because this is the thing that generates a new name with the number on the end if you're doing variance of a sound. Okay, so in the variant queue, that's a thing that scrambles. Like if you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and you just randomly pick, you could play 1, 1, 1, 1 in a row, and you don't want to do that. So it actually shuffles the numbers and makes sure it doesn't play the same one twice, and it doesn't. It's like shuffling a deck of cards where you get to the end of the deck before you reshuffle. It's pretty good. I was proud of it when I did it. Okay. I mean, it's simple, but it's above and beyond what people usually do for this kind of thing. Okay, but I don't exactly know what's going on here. Oh, because this, okay, so here's the thing. This is messed up. This shouldn't be called play sound, all right? Because that's not at the same level. Like, all right. So create stream here. Is the thing that makes the back end. Do stream entity pass. Oh, yeah. Oh, right. That happens later. So we actually should. You know what? I'm getting hungry. Let's see if we fixed our thing, and if not, we can set it. That's what I want to work right now, is just hitting the bopper things. The ambience repeating is. I also want to hear the ambience playing in the headset at all. We haven't done that yet, right? Okay. And then the repeating we can do after dinner or something, because I'm getting hungry. We got to make sure you could see, right? Okay. Okay. I'm in virtual reality. Hey, it's playing. All right. Why was that 2 sounds? Oh, because we got a double tap. Or something. I don't know why it's playing it twice. Oh, I'm hearing it out the monitor. Because I'm hearing my copy and then your copy. Ah, I missed it. It's already more fun than most VR games. Ah. We've got 80 points. 110 points. All right. So I'm going to get dinner. But you'll notice the ambience is over already. So that's not repeating. So that's going to be the number one thing we need to do when we get back is to fix the ambient repeating. Yes. Thanks everyone for hanging out. We got a lot of people here. I hope you enjoyed watching the stream. And we'll be back, maybe in a little more than an hour, like hour and a half. I don't know. I might go to the farmer's market and get some fresh fruit before dinner. Raid Hempuli. Let's see. I don't remember. They've changed all the URLs on Twitch and stuff. Okay, well, he's programming in JavaScript, dude. Okay, we'll raid him even though he's programming in JavaScript, all right? It's fine. Thanks, everyone. We'll be back after dinner. He also doesn't use America units.